5 years ago this week, Governor Tony Evers declared a safer at home order for the state of Wisconsin. But years later, some infected with COVID are still battling complications. That includes a first grade teacher in Prairie, Shannon Jones. Jones was diagnosed with COVID in 2022 and is now living with the side effects of long COVID, such as breathing difficulties, brain fog, and fatigue. Coming up at 6, our Mackenzie Davis talks with Jones and her clinician at SSM Health about her journey with long COVID and her message to others who might be experiencing similar symptoms.